Welcome to our show today, Habitable Exoplanets, the search for a home beyond Earth, part 1 of 2. If you gaze up at the sky on a clear night, you will probably see more stars than you could count, but you may be amazed to learn that however many stars there are in the universe, they are outnumbered by planets. Most of these planets orbit a star as our Earth orbits the Sun, but some called rogue planets wander around galaxies untethered. These planets, which don't orbit our Sun, are referred to as exoplanets because they are outside our solar system.
The term exoplanet means a planet outside our solar system, a planet that doesn't orbit our Sun. Most orbit other stars, but some are just sunless wanderers out in the space between the stars. Now, just the fact that they orbit other stars means exoplanets are extremely far away. Most are too far to even dream of sending space probes to explore them. So we study them in other ways, like with telescopes on the ground and in space that can observe these far-off planets from right here in our solar system.
For centuries, scientists, philosophers, and science fiction writers speculated about the existence of exoplanets, but they had no means to investigate whether or not they actually existed. Nowadays, we are raised with the understanding that we live on a planet orbiting the Sun, which is one of tens of billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy, itself one of the innumerable other galaxies in the universe. Though often taken for granted, many pioneering scientists and philosophers have reached this understanding gradually over millennia. In the 16th century, Italian philosopher Giordano Bruno, who supported the new Copernican theory, which placed the Sun at the center of our solar system, wrote that other stars are likely to be similar to our Sun and therefore be accompanied by their own planets, writing of a universe filled with stars and planets, of which Earth is just one, he claimed. Thus is the excellence of God magnified, and the greatness of his kingdom made manifest. He is glorified not in one, but in countless suns, not in a single earth, but in 1,000, I say, in an infinity of worlds. This was a belief for which he was sadly persecuted. However, 200 years later, the world was ready to accept this view, in a large part due to understanding gained from the invention and use of telescopes. Scientist Sir Isaac Newton, in his essay entitled General Scholium, affirmed that the fixed stars we see above us are the centers of our own planetary systems, with a similar design to our solar system, a view which has now become the scientific mainstream. In the early 1800s, scientists developed the technique of spectroscopy, on which most of our understanding of exoplanets is based. Spectroscopy analyzes the colors of light received from distant objects to determine the chemical makeup, as different elements emit or absorb different frequencies of light. Using this method, astrophysicists discovered helium on the Sun 30 years before it was found on Earth.
How do space telescopes break down light? Remember the primary colors? Every other color is some combination of the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Light also has primary colors, and they work in a similar way. TVs make use of light's colors to create the pictures we see. Each pixel of the TV screen contains some amount of red, green, and blue light. The amount of each light determines the overall color of the pixel. So each color on the TV comes from a combination of the primary colors of light: red, green, and blue. Space telescope images of celestial objects are also a combination of the colors of light. Every pixel that is collected can be broken down into its base colors. To learn even more, astronomers break the red, green, and blue light down into even smaller sections called wavelengths. This breakdown is called a spectrum. Images show us the big picture, while spectra reveal finer details. Astronomers use spectra to learn things like which molecules are in the planet's atmosphere and distant galaxies.
These discoveries laid the groundwork for the discovery of exoplanets, which greatly amplified the work of many visionary astronomers, including Dr. Edwin Hubble, after whom the Hubble Space Telescope was named. Hubble was launched into Earth's orbit in 1990, followed by the Spitzer and Kepler telescopes in 2003 and 2009. And they were later joined by Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite TESS in 2018. Together, they began the process of discovering more and more exoplanets.
If you could put on a special pair of glasses and look up into the night sky, you would see something amazing. A sky full of exoplanets, planets orbiting stars beyond our own solar system. A team of superhero space telescopes, in a sense, has done just that. Using powerful technology, they've peered into space, discovering thousands of these distant planets and unveiling their secrets. The first exoplanet discoveries were very down to earth. They were made from the ground. Pioneering new techniques, ground-based telescopes began capturing evidence of giant, scorchingly hot planets around other stars. But to see exoplanets more clearly, including small rocky worlds like our own, telescopes needed a boost. We began launching them into space, lifting them above Earth's atmosphere.
The Kepler and TESS telescopes, designed specifically to detect slight dips in light as planets crossed in front of stars, brought the number of confirmed exoplanets discoveries to over 4,000 by the year 2000. Today, it stands at over 5,000.
This superhero team of space telescopes, Hubble, Chandra, Spitzer, Kepler, and TESS, were free from all the noise and interference from Earth's atmosphere, jittering air molecules, scattering light, clouds, and moisture. And the curtain parted on a galaxy crowded with exoplanets, giant ones, tiny ones, rocky and gaseous, deep frozen and superheated, planets with 2 or 3 suns, super Earths, mini Neptunes, and worlds that were just plain weird, like nothing we had ever seen before.
In 2021, NASA launched the James Webb Space Telescope, an ambitious effort to examine the early Milky Way galaxy, as well as explore our universe in a level of detail not previously possible. The James Webb Space Telescope, or JWST, as it is referred to by astronomers, is a pinnacle of human ingenuity, 20 years in the making. While previous telescopes looked into space from a position in orbit around the Earth, the JWST was launched to a position 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, where it orbits the Sun together with the Earth. Our most beloved Supreme Master Jinghai Vegan has mentioned the existence of civilizations on planets outside our own solar system. On May 19, 2022, Master graciously shared with Supreme Master television staff members her insights into the planet Dew, which were prompted by a UFO sighting.
I know this UFO came from only about 152 light years from our Earth, but they have the ability to hide themselves. So I don't think the scientists will find out. Maybe not yet. Maybe in the future. Oh, the name is DIW. I call it Div planet. They just came to check out our world. Why we have sent so many signals of trouble and discord. But they cannot help much. They came just to check out to see why it's so noisy here and so much lament and sorrowful wailing that they can hear. There's nothing lost in the universe. Our brutality toward each other and other beings shook heavens and earth. I told you already.
Yes, Master.
Shook the universe even. They look like us, European-like. They're tall, like tall Europeans. Like most of the tall Europeans. They have all kinds of hair colors, fair skin, high-tech. I wrote quick, okay? I wrote short.
Understand.
They have no animal people. I told you already. No harmful insects of any kind.
That would be wonderful.
Yes, they have trees, they have flowers, and their houses are beautiful beyond description, all hang in the air. Yeah. They don't have houses on the ground. They have some also just for some decor or something. They prefer to live in the air.
Nice.
Their house is a transparent crystal, but you cannot see through. From outside, you cannot see through. They have complete privacy, but the wall look like crystal.
Yes.
Look see-through, transparent, beautiful, glimmering, shiny. Oh, now it says here, are vegan. For spiritual level.
Our sincere gratitude, most compassionate Master, for sharing your precious knowledge about Planet Dew. May all of humanity on Earth soon adopt a more benevolent way of life to attract enough positive energy to heal our planet in heaven's eternal light.
What Krishna says is, choose the least evil action. When you eat your food, then you eat the food which is not harming other creatures. Ramanantam, Parmanantam, Amphil, vegetarian.
Curious viewers, thank you for joining us on this voyage of discovery.